TWN Talk with Novia. We're gonna be reeling in on COVID-19 and how we can stay safest, okay? Because no matter what, COVID-19 is on a huge uprising on our planet. So if you live on Earth, you need to be digging and searching to figure out how to stay safe from this thing, because this thing is mutating and doing all types of stuff to get up in our system. And I don't want nothing in my system if it ain't good for me, honey. I'm sorry. So I'm so curious. And I'm not a medical professional, but I have a heart that digs for the truth. So forgive me if I'm trying to share it with you. I just want to share it with y'all. So let's talk about COVID-19. COVID-19 is caused by coronavirus called SARS-CoV-2. Older adults, people with severe underlying heart or lung issues, if you have like diabetes and things like that, it will help you have a higher risk for developing more issues. Now, SARS-CoV-2 in older adults would actually cause them a higher risk of developing serious issues, especially if they have underlying heart issues or lung issues or diabetes. Those things will cause older adults to develop complications with COVID-19, which is something that hurts my heart because, you know, we love our older adults, we love our families, we love our friends and their families, and we just want everybody to make the best decision to get through these times without catching this virus and then passing it to another person. That is the goal. That's why they want us to stay home and minimize how much we travel and do less of a lot of things that we were doing because of this existing virus, guys. We have things called variants as well, which is, for example, COVID-19 can mutate into a different version of itself, which is called another variant. It's not the same exact virus. The variant would be of that virus. For example, we have Omicron, which is a variant of COVID-19. Yeah, so let's go on. Some variants actually emerge and disappear while others persist. New variants will continue to emerge while COVID-19 is an issue, and the CDC actually, along with public health organizations, monitor the virus and they try to find control on it, you know what I mean? So that's good to know that they're actually out there trying to make sure that they're doing everything they can to figure out how to stop this in the first place, or stop this from even being an issue for us, you know? Here are some things that we can do to stay healthy and consistent. And listen, do not be afraid to have some knowledge up here. I know it's a little, scary to not know things, but you know what's scary? You know what else is scary? When you don't know something and you don't go figure it out. Now that is scary. You don't want to go figure out something? When it comes to my health and my child and my family and the people I love and the people I don't even love, when I just think about life and I think about something just taking it like that, like we literally defend ourselves, because we wouldn't want to feel like our lives aren't actually there. You know what I mean? So to have a virus just come and take it, no offense, because I know that this is a really sensitive topic. I've lost family to this virus. I've lost people I'll never see again to this virus. So it's very sensitive for me as well, which is why I'm actually saying, take this serious and figure it out, okay? Let's not let COVID-19 control us forever from here on. Let's control it. Let's control our lives, okay? And let's take initiative to educate ourselves a little bit more about this virus. First, we can wash our hands every day as often as possible with soap and water for at least 30 seconds. I literally count to 35. Now, I know I just said I'll count to 35 when washing my hands, but it's a big deal when they say just do 30 seconds. So when it comes to saving your life, it's a big deal, okay? So sometimes we find things to be scary, right? Like this COVID thing. It was a little scary. I was afraid of it a little bit. I'm sure a lot of us are. Sometimes we're afraid of things and that's okay. Let me tell you a little bit something about fear, right? Fear can actually stop you from reaching your goals, Never let something like that stop you, because all being a fearer is someone that's fearing something. It just means I'm afraid because I want to make it and I don't know if I'm going to get to it, and I'm just so afraid, when all you got to do is walk forward and keep pushing and believing in yourself, okay? You believe so that you can teach the next person to believe in you, because you're going to get yourself there. Just keep walking in those shoes and do not be afraid to know how to do the right thing, okay? Knowing how to do the right thing can really guide people. Did you know that when an infected person coughs, sneezes, or talks, little droplets, tiny particles called aerosols, carry the virus into the air and then through the nose or mouth? And that's how you catch it. That's exactly how you catch it. If you can visualize that, it's that simple, guys. Anyone who is within 6 feet, 5 to 6 feet of that person can breathe it into their lungs that easily. You know what's crazy? We were asked to be 6 feet distanced. In the last 2 years, that's what we've had to do in public places. And you can actually catch it if you're 6 feet. That is big enough reason to just wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? So this is why they want you to wear a mask, because yeah, this can, this is preventable, but it is more easy to catch this virus than it is not to catch it. So you might want to get on board with trying not to catch it, So the point I'm getting to is knowing. Get into comfort of knowing things, and stop being comfortable not knowing, okay? I was that person who was afraid to go and get a little answer, like my mom always taught me, if you don't open your mouth and speak, like in some cases a closed mouth won't get fed. Sometimes you just gotta ask. You just gotta speak. You gotta let it be known so that someone can know what's going on. But yeah, I'm having fun with this channel, and I'm so glad that you're sitting here on TWN Talk with Novia. So let me just thank you guys again and again and again. Wow. So some more things that can help us in knowing. For example, knowing when symptoms can appear. Anywhere between 14 days after being exposed to COVID-19 is when symptoms can appear. But that is a big gap of knowing, you know what I'm saying? Because that's too many days of possibilities. Just be careful and be less careless. You know what I mean? This is a time to care about not just you, but mostly everyone else. Because we're all going through this, okay? So wearing the mask is showing respect to the person beside you, people around you, and yourself. You're showing I care about my life, and I care about your life and everyone else's. That's my way of showing respect. I will wear my mask. Yeah, I don't like it either. I don't want to wear it all day, and I don't like when I feel like I can't breathe, or when it might tickle my nose a little bit. There's all kinds of reasons why we might not want to wear a mask anymore. But we just have to look at the facts, and we just have to stay, responsible people. Let's get back to knowing symptoms. Anywhere between 14 days after being exposed is when you can actually learn you have symptoms, and they'll appear. Anyone exhibiting symptoms should be tested ASAP. If you even think you have COVID, you should be at the hospital asking questions, trying to figure out, hey, do I have this? I will annoy you to the core if I think something's wrong with my health, because unfortunately I care too much to care about if I'm getting on your nerves. Sorry, I'm gonna get on your nerves then if that's what's happening, because I love my life and I want to live, and you should want to live too. You deserve to, okay? It's not your fault that COVID came here. Don't ever feel like you did anything wrong. Just do the right things, guys. Do the right things. If anybody is exhibiting these symptoms, they should be treated right away. I'm going to repeat myself. And there are some people in this world who will never, ever, ever get a symptom. Did you hear what I said? There are some people in this world who will never get a symptom from COVID-19, but they can actually pass it to you. So that's another reason why you should be protecting yourself, guys. Come on, protect yourselves for me. Protect yourselves for you and whoever loves you, because they would want that for you. When I think of this virus, it's very scary and it's very real. There's nothing fake about this virus, okay? We have to do our own work to be responsible and to take care of ourselves and families. Some common symptoms of this virus is fever, chills, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle, body aches, headaches, new loss of taste, smell, sore throat, which sucks. I hate a sore throat. Congestion, which sucks, okay? Also ran by runny nose, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, you name it. This is what comes along as symptoms with this virus. All super frustrating symptoms that I do not want to have, okay? And I don't want to see you have it either. So let's do our work and just keep updating ourselves on what's going on the new variants, and keep ourselves updated, since the virus itself keeps updating. by becoming a new variant. You understand? Let's just get with the program, right? More preventable measures. That was like a tongue twister. You can take everyday preventable actions, like always cover your mouth and nose with a tissue whenever you have to cough or sneeze. Use the inside of your elbow if you have to cough or sneeze, and try not to spit in public. It's just not something you want to do, knowing that we can catch this virus through particles. It's just gross. Do it in your own space if you can. If you're like a sick person, you have asthma. Like, I understand people have asthma. Sometimes they have to cough up that mucus, phlegm, whatever comes with your sickness. I'm sorry to hear that. But still, let's do our best not to do certain things, just to keep people feeling safe. Throw used tissue in the trash, not on the ground, and immediately wash your hands with soap and water. With soap and water. What's going on with all these tongue twisters today, guys? I think it's your fault. Here's some more helpful tips with Talk with Novia you can take if you want. If you work, you can literally make sure you're wiping down surfaces, because sometimes surfaces can actually hold COVID. Cover up your cough again. Always cover up your cough in public. Keep your hands clean with sanitizer, with sanitizing wipes. Your discretion, as long as you're doing your best to keep your hands clean while you're around other people, to prevent the spread of serious illness. This illness is here on earth, guys, and we want to do our best to get it back down to normality again, which we probably won't ever get back to the same type of life we had, but we've evolved, so let's continue to evolve in life and not become extinct, okay? We want to also be careful when it comes to the flu. Yeah, we have this COVID going on, but we want to make sure that we're vaccinated for the flu as well, because the flu can also bring you right to COVID. Like, if you catch the flu, you could develop issues and then find yourself having COVID, which I am afraid of as well. So, if you're someone who gets vaccinated for the flu, take care of that as well, and go find out what you need to do to button yourself up in that area, so that we can make sure that we're on point with COVID as well. Hey, I'm no one. I'm just here to make sure that you're caring about yourself. I just want to see people care about themselves. You can catch this virus by just simply coming into contact with a surface or an infected object or person. A surface, an object, something you can carry, or a person, which is why we have to take these precautions. Okay, guys? Otherwise, I think everybody's doing great. If you're already taking these precautions, great job. Thank you. Try to teach others. There are going to be people out here that are going to tell you all kinds of things. You just believe in them. Now let's maneuver a little bit. If you're actually sick with COVID, here are some steps that you can also take as well. You can stay home. You can recover. You can take care of yourself by getting a lot of rest and staying super hydrated. You really want to stay hydrated. Avoid public transportation. Avoid public at all. Ride. Anything sharing with someone, avoid it, because you don't want to spread what you have to them. You don't want to give them your sickness. And also, if you have any loved ones, make sure that you seek support, and you make sure you have someone looking out for those loved ones, whether it's children, your family, your parents. You know what I mean? You might take care of somebody in your family and maybe you're sick, so you have to make sure that someone can take that, off your back for you and help you out a little bit. So just being responsible during these times is really critical. Being responsible at all is important, but when you have something like this happening on the planet, it's really important to be responsible. With all of this stuff being said, I just want to take another moment to say thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming to TWN Talk with Novia. Thank you for taking the time to hear me and hear my thoughts on my way of helping, others. And let me remind you guys to stay blessed and highly favored. I need everyone to do this. Stay blessed and highly favored, meaning your highest place. Where do you visualize yourself? Take yourself there here, and then start to get yourself there on foot. Okay? You can do it. You can do it. And if you have a dream, don't ever stop dreaming big, okay? Dream bigger than big. And don't just dream. Make that dream come true. Work towards it. It takes work. It's a gradual thing, and nothing comes easy. So you know what you gotta do? You gotta work hard. God bless you guys on this happy Friday. Before I actually say goodbye to you guys, I just want to let you guys know that this is only one video of 2 videos I'm going to be doing. So this is part 1 of 2 videos. I will be bringing you another video wrapping around COVID and how we can be responsible on surviving during COVID times. I want to wrap myself around a little bit of the mental health areas and some of the things that I did not talk about yet. So yes, stay tuned. And thank you guys for sitting with me today. Happy Friday. If you're in Massachusetts, you're probably looking at snow. So you guys please be safe on the roads and, enjoy your day the best way possible. And make sure you guys tune in. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so that you don't miss my next message. God bless you guys. And thank you for coming to Talk with Novia.